Gotta modify my frame real quick because I have a battery pack on my GoPro and the skeleton case doesn't fit. So I'm just gonna go ahead and hack this bad girl up. Because if I run a case, then the microphone gets blocked and you can't hear me. There you go, bam. Better than new. Now I can use this and instead of this, bam, low. Perfect. Like my face. Alright, today's we are going to wipe my camera lens off. Looks great. 2015 Mark 7 GTI that needs a, doesn't need it, he wants it, a limited slip differential. Here we got parts, fluids. Well, there you go. We got the parts right there on the floor real quick. Some bearings and oil and something. Well, ARP thingy jigaboos that you need with the bing bang dang. I got the wave track. This is probably my fourth one installing one of these. I feel like they should sponsor me, but I don't want one. I just maybe they can give me like a promo code discount. Instead of being $1,000, it's $999. Got a Clutch Masters. What am I doing wrong here, people? What? Sit down. Hey. Gotta be smarter than the box. Clutch Masters Performance. And he went with a white one. Neat. Looks like a very unpleasant ride, but who am I to judge, you know? We got an unsprung, that's sharp, unsprung disc. Looks like. But you're keeping the dual mass, so that'll make it a little better to drive. Note, this unit has been bolted down for testing purposes only. Fuck it. Make sure you got everything out of the trunk before you start your transmission work, because you're going to disconnect the battery. And alright, so let's clean up a little bit. Parts for that wagon. I took the head off. Valve melted. No big deal. Found it. We are. Okay, Pro Tunes is on? I don't know. It's okay. 17, 18, 16. I'm gonna go with the 13. And then this, I can use my ratchet. Then you need. What else do we need? 16, 18, 13. I don't know. A wrench. 16. 17. 18, 16. And whatever. Let's just get started. Holy loud phone call. Down the street there. Yeah. Step 1. Pop the hood. Neat. Alright, I want to throw fender covers on. hydraulic lines for my wheel. Trip over my fan. Actually, the most important step you want to do is get some good gloves. I'm a Nancy when it comes to getting my hands dirty. I hate it. It takes forever to get out and you'll get to one. Hooked up my hydraulic line, now I'm for ratchet. Oh, I hooked up one hydraulic line. Kind of in a hurry because it started later than I wanted to. And I'm not even close to halfway. I gotta still drop the transmission and take it apart, put the diff in. So, racket. So I'm using my MaxJax, not paid sponsorship, promo, whatever, because, I mean, you can do this on the ground. I did these on the ground forever. I'm tired. Everything started. I did these on the ground forever, and now, you know, I'm finally at the point in my life where I can afford to lift. And engine cover. I am gonna get a lift, so get it, got a lift. One thing I do like is usually people drive their car to me and it's really warm when you start because it makes things a lot easier to take the plastics off because they're malleable. It's gonna be a long day today. Long day. 2 cars. Diff install. And radiator, water pump on another one. Should be here any minute now. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here. Nope. I don't know how obnoxious this noise is going to be when I make a video. The constant bending of that thing. Now, I haven't watched any install videos on these yet. I like to I don't search before I make a video because I don't want to be like stealing content or people are gonna judge or whatever. I don't care. This is how I do it. I've done about 500 million clutches. And I'm just gonna go about it my way. So, an underhood light is amazing. I have this one that hooks on the hood. Doesn't scratch it, don't have to worry about it. I need some water. Also, don't forget to grab your wheel locks. Because it sucks. I already forgot. I don't even know how a wheel cap key is. You know, you can actually just hold a job without removing the wheels. I've done it because somebody came over and they didn't have their wheel lock kit tool, and so I had to do the whole job with the wheel on. That's a funky one. I don't got that one. So let's start in the trunk where it should be. Holy moly. Found it. Closed. Have a rock in my sock. It's annoying the hell out of me. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw that. Fire up my compressor. battery. You don't have to take this out. It kind of makes it a little easier. When you get the secondary air hose off, you usually just pinch these and it comes off. Sometimes it's been on there for a while and they don't like to come off. So they just have these two tabs here where these flat spots are. This one and the one on the other side. So when you squeeze it, in theory, it's supposed to release it. So you grab that, undo this, undo the box. I'm gonna undo this. Truck's here with the other job. There it is. Cool. $13mm battery holder.
Want me to park it on the other side?
That's fine right there. Okay. Put the key in it and I'll be good.
Yeah. I'll give you the part.
All right. Undo your battery cables. Our 10mm. If you twist these, like if you twist them, generally they come off really easy. This one does not want to come off easy. If you just get a screwdriver in between there and kind of spread it open. So the battery just slid into this channel right here. That's how it stays in the back, and then the front bracket holds it on. So okay, I got the intake out. Forgot I unbolted that. And then now, just gotta undo, get my head on the camera. This 10, this 10, this 10, and there's one by the headlight. And you just gotta undo these. Get painted about. This one's just a little claw thing. Yeah. Well, the bath mat is soaked because the kids.
Why is it so wet?
The Hudson was going when you were gone yesterday. You made a giant water mess and yeah. Thank you.
I'm really smart.
You only gotta fight that a little bit. And then there's this intake one, which they put the clamp pointing in a stupid position, like always. So I'm just gonna leave that on. Trying to find a way to position this camera. Okay, then you got your this clip right here, which can be a pain. A lot of people tend to break this for whatever reason. So if you just point it up, so this is what it looks like. So you point this piece towards you, and then you just stick your finger, I stick mine there, and I just kind of spread these apart a little bit. If you do it too much, you break it. So if you just do a little bit, and then it'll just come right out. Use a screwdriver and just pry this one off, the shift linkage, and then you can shift it over, turn that, pull it out. Okay, and then this clip, you just, in the middle part, there's like a little tab. So you just pry up a little bit. So this center section right here is where you pry on. Just a little bit, just to get it over. Then this one comes off, the shift cable. I like to, so you don't, so if you find neutral, this is neutral, so push down on it because it'll keep it from turning. And undo your 13. And then a lot of people struggle with this. I've only had a couple that are really seized on there. I mean, not like seized, but a little difficult. So what you do is you have it in neutral, so you get the spring, and then you just, and that comes off, just like that. Okay, and then now, I'm going to take the shift linkage off. You need a 13 deep because the one that goes onto the transmission. So you got these two. 13 millimeter. Should have bolted these out. Oh, it's stuck. And that's how you get that one out. And there's one inside here. Let me try to bring you up in here. It's inside here. So that's one of the bolts holding the tranny on, but it has a stud on it. So it's a 13 millimeter, so you have to get it deep. So you just stick it in there. This off now. 13, I was holding it on. And then you got your other tranny bolt. One tranny bolt on the top, and one on the other. There's only two on the top holding it on. And then now you got the shift linkage off. And then you need to take this ground cable off for the starter. Okay, that's a 13 also, with no shoulder. So you take this ground off. And you take your starter signal off, which is this red tab right here. You just push the tab over. It's a locking tab. Just a little tab push. And then a lot of people struggle with these too. I notice they break them all the time. So you push this way on the connector to take some tension off the tab. So the locking tab's inside here, so you push in and then push down with your thumb. And it was locked onto here. So once you slide it on, see a little click on, see it's locked in. So I pull with my thumb and push down. So you're pushing this way on the connector and pulling back and down on this. See how it lifts up? And it's the same thing with this one. Push on and then push down. That's a reverse switch. And then after you get the starter signal off, you take this cover off here, the starter, power signal wire, or the power wire, the 13 also. Hello?
Yo.
What's up?
Can you hear me?
Why you?
2008 Golf.
What about it?
Water pump, 1.8 turbo.
Yeah.
It's leaking. It's leaking to the ground.
Yeah.
How much?
For me to do it?
Yes.
$300.
300 bucks?
Yeah.
This is a Tandberg driven, huh? Chain driven?
It's timing belt. Alright, so taking off this 13 there. Butterfingers today. That was a 13 non-shouldered also. So then you got this off, and then there's the 18 holding the one of the starter bolts. Give you an idea how they're not super tight. This is a 1/4 inch drive, and I just broke that loose with just like a like a wrench. So you don't have to fucking blast the shit out of these. You don't have to blast these on. So that's the 18, and then so now I'm going to use my engine support bracket, which you don't have to use if you don't have one. You can totally do this on the floor. If you get an engine support bracket, you take this cover off. There's a little tab on the inside. Make it almost impossible to get off. It's harder than any job, any part of the job is getting this damn thing off. So without any support, you can't take this off yet. So before, when I didn't use this, I used to just wait until the last minute, right before dropping the transmission, before I took these off. Then after, when you're ready to drop the transmission, you have to drop the motor down a little bit. Because if you don't, then your transmission's going to hit the body and you're going to get stuck. Then you take your slave off. Well, it's like so it's clipped on here on the body, and then you just pull this up. Your line, pull it out. It's supposed to just pull off. Pain in the ass. There you go. Then I pull it over here. Then I just, as long as you keep it above the master cylinder, it won't leak everywhere. Okay, now you can take the 18s off the transmission. You obviously get it 18 deep for the back one because it has a stud on it. One thing I also like to do is take this 30 right here, holding this turbo outlet pipe, because down there the transmission kind of hits it. There's two bolts holding it on, just so it lets you get a little movement out of it so you don't break anything. Okay, now we're ready to go underneath the car. Alright, I took the wheels off. I don't think I need to show you how to do that. Next I'm going to take the driver's fender liner out, the front section, and the belly pan. This is a difficult part. I don't have a light under here and I have nowhere to put this thing. So these lower control arm nuts are 16 millimeters. I'll remove all 6, 3 on both sides. while you have your 16 out, it's a good idea just to take the pendulum mount off. So you got the two 16s holding the pendulum mount on, one short, one long, and then the 21 holding on the this big one. Center one's a 21 millimeter. Take the belly pins off. Battery. The locking tabs here for the belly pin, you just stick a flathead. Make sure you get all the screws. I guess it was just so take this off. One here. Then you need to roll. Now we can do the axle. You gotta take this sway bar bolt off, or not, which is an 18. Axle here. Hopefully we can see that. I don't have a lot of light. Pull the sway bar out, link out. Just like that, hang it down. And then now I'm going to take these out. Is that you spin the rotor with your hand to get to the rest of them? These are a triple square. They're a 10 millimeter. These just pull out of here. Just like that. So, another thing. So you already took 3 out of the control arm, so now we gotta move the control arm. So now we can go like this. Down pretty sure with the lighting kits, there's a little arm here for a level center for your lights. So make sure you undo that 10 mil there, or you might break it. Then I get a bungee cord. It's out. It's up here. There you go. Then you have your axle out of the way. Do the starter. 13 mil holding on this bracket right here. Take the bracket off. And also just a non-shouldered nut holding that bracket on. Right. First I did that. Hold this off. Now you can take the starter out with an 18. Out. And the next thing I do is I take this charge piping, or this intercooler piping out, because it'll get hung up right here. Clamps are 7mm. Just wiggle them and they'll come off. When they're cold, they kind of get stuck on there. But just, for the most part, if you got low mileage, it'll come off pretty easy. And then there's a T30 right here for this charge piping. So I take that one off too. So that way, the trainer gets stuck on it, doesn't just bust off. So that gives you a little bit of play. Just enough. This one that doesn't break off. Still stuck in there. Just like that. Okay, let's move on over here. Okay, now we're going to take these two 16s off for the shield. Use a wrench. Rotate it out. Just spin it like this. And you get these two, no washers or anything on them, two 16s. And take this 18 out. You don't have to right now, but you can. Right there. Okay. Get this out of the way. Now, you can do the axle. One method I used to use, I'll just do it right now. If you don't have any tools, power tools like me, you just stick your socket in there. So you got that in there, and then you just stick a screwdriver inside the rotor ventilation, like that. You can stick it, this side's kind of hard because it just keeps falling out. And then I'll hold the axle from spinning, and you could break it loose. And once you get processed down, it works pretty fast. And then you can just grab this by hand, or you can stick your screwdriver in here and turn it, and then get to the other bolts. But since I have tools, power tools, I'm going to take this level sender off. I think there's less room than a Mark 6. Same thing, you pull down. Pull down. Your axle comes out. Next, you're going to need 6mm. So now that we got this off, we have to take the axle stub off so it doesn't get stuck on this heat shield right here. So that's a 6mm Allen. And what you do is you stick a little screwdriver into the hole of the one that actually fits. Stick it through, and then it'll go and hit the transmission. So actually what I like to do is push this axle up, stick the screwdriver in there. The axle will hold that out of the way. You can go down the middle, right here. See the screwdriver hit, and then you just break this middle bolt loose. Somehow. So then if you push on the hub part until you can get this out, and you have to take this out. And same thing with the other one. You don't have to drain your fluid. As long as you don't tilt it crazy, you won't spill any fluid anywhere. So next we need to take these 16s out. Two 16s, and they have these plastic washers on them. Those go on the bottom. Okay, the only bolt holding this in now is the 16 here. So make sure so that your engine, so now you would, if you're doing it on the ground, you'd put your something here to grab the metal, because you don't want to do it across your plastic pan and break it. This is just the tricky part, is getting something in between here or here. I used to jack stand here once, or here, to support the engine while you drop the tranny. And you have to make sure you drop it low enough, because when you come down, you might hit this part. So you gotta drop it down like I did earlier. Another pro tip, move these out of the way, because this is gonna get hooked in here and you're gonna be fucked. You're gonna be stuck there fighting it by yourself and you're crushed to death. Well, if you do bench press it out like I'm about to. No big deal. So this is the last bolt holding it in, and that's the one I leave till last. So I think we're ready to drop the transmission. And you took this nub out because it'll hit right here and you will never get it out. So let me okay. Just make sure everything's out of the way. Get some wire here, as much as I can. And then, this thing isn't too heavy. I mean, it's heavy for a pipsqueak, but I'm not like a huge fucker, and I can get it out. So hold it here so it stays on the dowels on the transmission. Pick your 16 out, super long one. And so what you want to do is come down, rotate it a little bit counterclockwise to clear this side, and then just pull it out. But watch out for this thing, because this thing likes to get caught in there. So, here we go. See, you can use your knee. You got stuck like I said it did. Just, and there you go. And now you have your transmission. Neat. There's that infamous play in the flywheel. Now I'm gonna go take the train apart and put the diff in it. Huh? Okay, hold up. Ow, sharp.
Doing some tire?
I think I checked that already once. Oh, squirted on me. Is there a long ass bolt right here somewhere?
Nope.
Up here. Yes, the one. Oh.
Huh?
That's the one. Come on. God damn it. Yeah, Okay, one thing you need to know when you tighten this 6 back up in here, there's a spring on that hub, so you have to pry on it at the same time. See there, watch. See, it pushes back out. So with one hand you pry it, and the other one, and I hope they don't get some music in the background. And you just because you risk stripping it out. That goes into the differential if you do not do it correctly. And I don't think I need to show reverse order of the install. Just everything is going to just go back in the same way, or yeah, same way it came out. Power. It's fucking magic. Got my hair cut. Anyways, I'm just editing all this footage on my phone, so it's pretty terrible. And I can't wait to get home, and like I'm gonna be gone all week. Right now I'm in a hotel at training. I just can't wait. I just want to get it up. If there's anything, any questions or anything, whatever, troll, whatever, do your darndest. But people that have legitimate questions, just leave a comment and then I'll answer it as soon as I see it. I'm pretty quick at replying. Now I'm going to shittily edit my LSD install video. So yeah, I'm watching Back to the Future. I don't know, hopefully that's not gonna unmonetize this. I don't know. I don't understand the rules. Alright, peace. Bye.